YouTubers from around their crossing, and today I'm going to be going over what is Springcore and why is it most important iron core in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Well, as you can tell by the title, I'm looking more directly on Springcore, so I know for sure there's been a few content creators that have been using Springcore as in iron thing that they've been making irons about, and I know that you might have seen my latest iron tour of Daffodil, which is also a Springcore island. So I thought, why not make a video based on Springcore, on why it's the most important iron core there is in ACNH and that stuff. So let's get into it, shall we? So first of all, what is Springcore? Well, Springcore is a seasonal themed iron core that relates to spring, which is like the second season out of the 4 seasons that we have, day-to-day basis. Well, I was thinking about when it comes to spring core and cottage core, they can kind of cancel each other out. So if you guys do get confused between spring core and cottage core, for example, then just let me know, because they're both kind of they can't cancel each other out a little bit. So just to let you guys know. But the same thing is that they also include a variety of trees and vegetation to build it up a little bit, just to make it look like the iron feels more spring and that stuff. And there will be a few natural features, and including terraforming landscapes, etc. Because normally if you go into a Springcore island, you would have to see more lakes and rivers and that stuff. That all gives you spring vibes, etc. And there'll also be a variety of different flowers you can choose on, for example, yellow mums, and maybe a few other flowers in particular, even maybe the combos, all those other ones, and hydrangeas and all that stuff, you know what I mean? You can use a lot for Springcore, but I was thinking to yourself, if you guys do get confused between Springcore and cottagecore, just let me know in the comments, just in case, because sometimes you can get confused between them both, and I don't blame you guys. So if you guys do get confused between them both, then just let me know. Okay, let's get to the next part, shall we? Okay, so on our second PowerPoint, which features would be suitable for Springcore and why? Well, I was thinking about that you might have to have probably a few deer villages, and maybe small villages, and maybe duck villages as well, because they kind of fit that sort of Springcore aesthetic. So the ones that I've kind of suggested on screen for you is for deers, Fauna, Eric and Deirdre; for squirrels, Poppy, Sally and Blair. And then for ducks, you have Molly, Drake and Dina. So they're the only ones that I'm thinking to myself is that they'll be the most suitable ones for Springcore. But you could always go for other ones. But I was thinking maybe try and be careful when it comes to jungle core, because sometimes jungle core villages could accidentally go into Springcore islands by accident. So the ones I'm not going to recommend it will be lions, crocodiles, elephants, kangaroos, ostriches, tigers, and maybe anteaters. They're the only ones I'm thinking maybe not included in Springcore if you're trying to make a Springcore island, etc. But I was thinking when it comes to rhinos, I think the only recommendation I'll probably say would be for Springcore would have to be just azalea, because she'll fit the vibe. So you know what I mean? There's a few recommendations when it comes to Springcore, but I'll show you my little mood board and show you which villages I've actually gone with in particular. So let's see, shall we? By looking at my mood board, I only selected 5 villages for Springcore, only because I was looking for specific ones that probably just fit the vibe more. So I went with Dottie, Molly, Vivian, Vesta and Blair, only because all of them kind of fit the Springcore vibe very well. And I was thinking if you want to remodel their houses, including the interior and exterior, I'll recommend it. If you guys just don't want to make it using the dark neutral colours, and you want to make it more more Springcore vibe, want to use some lighter greens and probably a lighter few colours to go with it or something like that, then feel free to, because sometimes when it comes to Springcore, it doesn't have to be all about having dark neutral colours, and it's all about maybe just using a few different colours to go with the vibe, you know what I mean? Well, these are the only videos I wanted to recommend today, only because They're the only ones that I'll probably go for when it comes to Springcore, if I was doing that as an iron core. But at the moment I'm not sure about doing iron cores or something like that for like another island, but I might be, you know, going towards something else maybe, but who knows. But let's get to the next part, shall we? Just give you guys a quick notice that I might start doing my second channel soon, based on like doing like variety of different content for you all, only because I want to explore different games, like, you know, playing like different games, making different content around it and that stuff. I just feel like it's a good idea to, like, you know, get used to playing different games instead of doing the same ones over and over again sometimes. But I was thinking it might be a good idea, because sometimes you can get burnt out of, like, you know, just one game, like Animal Crossing New Horizons, who hasn't had much of updates lately, and I thought, why not, like, you know, start a second channel and do different ones, like, you know, maybe like Pokemon content, Splatoon, maybe like, you know, Dinkum and all that other games. I've not, like, you know, tried those games out, but I know that Pokemon I might have played probably a few times, but we might not have done it, we might not have covered it on my main channel, but we might cover it on my second channel. So there's a lot of things I want to, like, you know, do for my second channel, and plus I might make, like, you know, a channel trailer for it, only because I didn't, like, you know, do it for my main channel, but I thought, why not, in a way. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video today. So I was thinking about, you know, covering, like, you know, Springcore and why is it the most important, like, you know, iron core there is in CNH these days. And I thought, well, if you guys do want to start doing Springcore, then feel free to take up the ideas that I've got in this video for you all as well. So, you know what I mean? Make sure to leave a like on this video. If you're new to my channel and want to see more of my content, please subscribe to a variety of content you might enjoy. Might involve Animal Crossing content, Utopia content. Well, what I might do for Animal Crossing content next week might be, like, you know, doing some iron tours, might try and do some field vlogs and that stuff, but it kind of depends really. And also turn notifications over Animal Crossing and Utopia content for me. So I'll see you guys from Animal Crossing and I'll see you next month. So bye!